Trackwrestling.com here in Paris, France, 2017 World Championships. Men's freestyle kicks off tomorrow. Super excited about that with Bill Zadick, head men's freestyle coach. And Bill, just give us a briefing on the last couple of weeks in preparation for these championships.
Well, these guys have put in a great summer of work, and the last couple of weeks have been about peaking and sharpening. So very excited. Teams looked very good, and getting down to weights, first day weigh-in, so we got Gilman, Stieber, Cox, and Gwiz that are getting ready to step on the scales, and we'll see our draws.
What are you most looking forward to as far as your anticipation in watching these guys compete tomorrow?
Well, World Championships is always super exciting, super challenging. You know, the rest of the world always comes more prepared at the Worlds than you see them any other time of the year. So what I'm looking for is, or forward to, is our guys being tough and intelligent. I know they're great athletes. I know they're well trained. I know they're physically prepared. I think if they're really tough and intelligent in their choices, we're going to be in great position. I'm confident in their ability if that happens. So that's what I want to see.
Anything, Bill, specifically in those two areas that you really key on in your approach to coaching?
Yeah, lots of things. Too much to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, each one of these guys has been a champion, exceptional performer. So I want to see them give themselves the best chance to be successful. And I know they're prepared for it, but we also know you have to do it on the day. You have to do it between the whistles. And so that's what I'm looking for and what I'm excited to see come out of them.
You've done it on the day. You won a world title. You've done it on the day. What did you learn that day, Bill, that you've been able to carry over and implement in your coaching on getting it done? The urgency.
It's urgency. It's tenacity. It's always fighting for position, point. Even back when I wrestled, even if you couldn't win the period, it was about winning the momentum and turning it around as quick as possible. And I think if our guys are tenacious and fight for everything, they fight for mat position, they fight for specific position within each situation in the areas they've trained, then I think they're going to be in great position at the end of the day, and they're going to be happy with their performances.
Thomas Gilman, we'll start with him. His first senior world team dethroned Tony Ramos in getting the spot in Lincoln. What's impressed you most about Thomas?
Well, Gilman's always been a student of the sport. The kid has been a learner, and he's, of course, tough and tenacious. Back when I was a developmental coach and had him on the first cadet world team that I coached, he was a guy that studied his opponents and knew international wrestling. And so, this is his fourth world team, first senior team. It doesn't surprise me that he's successful. And I want him to take that perspective into this championships. You have some of the favorites who have been staples at the weight that have either are possibly out of the weight and have moved up. So there's still a bunch of really quality guys in there, and it's looking for somebody to step forward and put a stamp on it. And I believe he's capable. So, it's one of those opportunities for somebody that's scrappy and hard-nosed and ready to wrestle to get out there and get it done. And so I think you'll see the whole field understands that as well. So it raises the bar. It should be a shootout of a weight class. It should be exciting for people to watch. Logan
Stieber, world champion. Crazy match with the Iranian, correct, to win that world title?
Yeah, in the semifinals.
In the semis.
Took him down with a second. Took the Russian down with 8 seconds in the quarterfinals. And so, it shows that Logan's got a ton of confidence in his skill set. It's a loaded weight. A bunch of those guys I mentioned that are former champions at 57 are now up. And so, it's going to be a shootout. But hey, that's what I've said is all these weights and these guys know that stuff. So that's why I say if we're intelligent and we're tough and set our minds to come to the mat with a shootout style of wrestling, no holds barred, be exciting, be intelligent, and be tenacious. Logan I know he can put some points on the board, and if he can mitigate any liabilities, mistakes that he makes, he's going to be in great position.
He's been a super talent for quite some time now. Through the freestyle ranks, of course, well documented what he did in college. Where have you seen the biggest growth in his involvement on the mat?
I would say his perspective. I mean, he's like you said, he's a kid that's been at the front of the talent pool ever since he was a little guy, right? I mean, he was third at the U.S. Open when he was a junior, senior in high school. So he's an exceptional competitor. I think perspective of how he approaches the sport, it's very, very important to him, but he knows it's not the only thing in life. And that, it frees you to go out and compete in a no-holds-barred sort of manner, and he certainly is a gunslinger, right? The guy shoots from the first whistle to the last whistle, and that's why we all love watching him.
You look at J'den Cox, the Iranian is up, the Olympic champion. I know that's a match that a lot of us fans are looking at. Of course, you guys aren't
for sure
probably paying a whole lot of attention to one thing at a time.
Same deal. There's some real medalists that are back, and depending on what we see with the draws and the seeding, there's some potential really big matchups, and everybody's looking for that. That's the Iranian match with J'den would be one of the bigger ones, and the Turk Yassar is a great guy. But there's other really good guys too. J'den has some unique skills and movement, and he's an exciting competitor. So. It's no different than any other weight. If who we are, step on the mat and wrestle our style, wrestle to our ability, I think he's got some potential to be pretty happy about his performance.
Nick Wisdowski, first-time world team member. What have you seen from him, Bill, that gives you confidence that he'll be in the mix? I think another weight class that can capitalize.
Yeah, Nick's an exciting guy. He's a heavyweight with a lot of scoring potential. It's been a hallmark of his career is being able to go get points. I've really seen him making some progress in those areas, and in improving on his finishes, improving on his takedowns. There's some really big, good heavyweights in the world. Probably the top 5 or 6 guys are all 6'5", 280-pound guys, and so just present some tactics to deal with the leverage and size of that nature. And Nick's an intelligent kid, and he's done a very good job learning and improving in those areas. So
see what happens.
There's a lot on the line. The World Championship is a big deal, and everybody comes to wrestle. So, and when you're wearing the stars and stripes, you're always going to see everybody's best. And so, for all of our guys, they need to understand that, know that. I think they're prepared for it, and we'll see how they can do.
You took over after Rio as the head coach. What's this last year been like for you as a coach and your involvement and maturity in the role?
Yeah, there's lots of challenges in adjusting to those and prioritizing the ones that are most impactful. It has probably been the largest growth. I'm aware of, having been in USA Wrestling, I was aware of a lot of the administrative and logistical nature of the position, but prioritizing the things that are most impactful, and we'll see. My report card's due this weekend.
How about that junior team? Get some comments from you on that.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited for the junior guys. A lot of these kids I've worked with for many years, and when I first jumped into that, when I came to USA Wrestling 9 years ago, that was the role that I wanted, was the developmental position, and had a vision and an idea, and hopefully the results we're seeing now are fruit of those labors. But because I have a history there and relationships with a lot of those kids, I'm very excited. I was very happy for each of them. The winners, the medalists, and it was a team. It was a team performance. We had one guy who didn't win a medal, but his contribution to the team enabled the team to win. Malik Heinzelman was a really talented kid, and he's been around the training center and been in the room a lot. Without his performance, we don't win the team title. 6 guys in the finals, 7 medalists. Dayton Fix having a breakthrough performance, having been a medalist before, he gets that gold medal. I'm really happy for he and his family and the effort he's made in his career. And Mark continues winning ways, and Gable continues winning ways, and you know, a kid like Deacon, who maybe wasn't on people's radar, and he runs right into the World Finals. Mitch McKee, who's been around, been on cadet world team with me several years ago. Colin Moore breaking through and winning his first world medal. Those are significant accomplishments for each one of those athletes, and opportunities for them to springboard forward. You know, we know, you study results, you see internationally guys that win cadet and junior medals, specifically when they win junior medals, a lot of times they're transitioning within 2 years to the senior level and winning medals, you know, as early as within 1.8 years. So these guys, these are our future, and so it's encouraging and exciting to see that we're doing some good things, and we want to keep those good things going.
Final question for you, Bill. You mentioned you're going to get a big grade these next couple of days.
Yeah.
This will be your first time at a World Championships as a head coach. You always hear coaches talk about the emotional roller coaster. You will be, you know, living every single second.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about that? I mean, obviously you're prepared for it. You excited about it? What's that going to be like for you tomorrow?
I'm excited about it. You know, it's my first full World Championships, including Olympic weights. I've had the non-Olympic World Championships, which is it's World Championships, and but yeah, there's a lot of responsibility, and these guys have worked very hard. The personal coaches, the RTCs, put a lot of effort into it, and so you know, my perspective is that we want to put a training plan together and put a vision together for our national team that gives them the best opportunity to perform to the highest level. And so you know, we'll find out. I would say that, you know, I've kind of said jokingly, but it's really true, is that, you know, I'm 100% responsible for everybody's failure, and a smaller percentage responsible for their success. So I'm excited. I think we have some good opportunities in front of us, but we still got to be ready to fight and lay it on the line when the day comes.
Always appreciate the time. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to watching you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Coach Zadick.
Yeah, thanks, Shane. Appreciate it.